Welcome to Washington. Made it to the Speelyi beach area. We are just gonna take the girls for a nice little morning stroll as the sun is coming up over the mountaintops here. But it's a pretty nice area.
Yeah, and the plan for today is that we're gonna explore some of the Cascade Foothills. So we're gonna see some lakes like the one behind us, some waterfall, and then a bunch of cute towns along the way.
Yep, should be a great day, so we're excited to show it to you. Just got coffee in Roslyn. It is a super cute little town right in the middle of the Cascade Foothills. Breakfast was delicious. Good coffee, good breakfast burrito, and an amazing homemade biscuit with some jam on it. Yep. But Roslyn is actually a little bit famous. It was the fictitious town of Sicily, Alaska from the show Northern Exposure, if you've ever heard of that show. Kind of a popular 90s show. I never watched it, but little fun fact for you there.
Yep, and now we made it to the Suncadia Resort, and we made it here because there is a famous trail here. It's called 1,000 Steps to the Clay Elam River, and we heard that maybe it's not actually 1,000 steps, but less. So we want to verify it and actually see if it's 1,000 or not.
We shall see. We shall see.
There are a couple more, but it ain't another 650. 75 or 76. Yeah, not 1,000.
Definitely not 1,000 steps.
So we counted 376. I would say plus minus 5 because I might have miscounted a couple of times along the way. It's actually very hard to try to time your counting with your steps because your steps are going to be a lot faster than your counting, and it kind of messes, at least with my head.
Well, also, I almost said it in the middle of it. You should have started counting in German because you naturally count in German most of the time when you're counting.
Yeah, but no one would have understood that. Or
Very few of you would have understood that probably.
So it's a marketing kind of gimmick, but is it still worth it to go?
It's super cool. very pretty.
Very pretty view, and I mean, like, it's a nice little, you know, like Stairmaster workout, 376 steps, not too bad. And then it's very, very pretty at the river down there.
The river is gorgeous. It is crystal clear with like that green tint to it as it's rushing, and it is pretty rushing. It is moving. And then that bridge is very, very picturesque and very cool. So definitely worth a stop here.
Worth a stop, and if you're into golfing and stuff like that, this might be a really good resort to stay at.
Yeah, this resort would be awesome if you're really into golfing.
If you don't want to camp like we do, like, this might be a good one to look into.
Yeah, I would definitely say that's high on your list if you're a golfer. So, all right, on to the next stop.
Yep.
Now that we are a little away from the interstate portion of this trail, we made it here to Lake Easton State Park, and this is a gorgeous little trail that takes you along the lake, and it actually takes you all the way from Palouse to the Cascade State Park. So it's a super long bike trail, and this used to be an old rail line. And we're actually gonna go up to one of the old rail bridges, and you can see it from where we started the trail, and it is just absolutely stunning here. So we'll show you a little bit more of it.
Made it to the old railroad bridge, and we were so lucky with the timing. We actually just walked up on it as a big train was going underneath it on the active railroad tracks that you can see behind us. And you can really go as far as you want on this trail. This is about 1.3-ish miles from the trailhead, so really easy, nice walk, very flat. But you can make it your own adventure here.
Absolutely, and it was totally empty. We didn't see a single soul on trail. It is a Friday morning, so it's not like it's the weekend yet, but still totally peaceful, just unused for the most part trail, but really pretty, and I think we're ready to head on to our next stop.
Yep. Franklin Falls, which is our next stop. And it's a 2-mile hike, a little bit of elevation, but not bad. And if you want to come here, just keep in mind that you do need an America the Beautiful or Northwest Forest Pass. But so far, we've been on trail for very little time and it's already really beautiful, really whimsical. Looks really promising. Almost to the falls.
Yeah, we can hear it, and it should be right around the bend, so we'll show you what it looks like. Big reveal coming up. Ooh, from here it's really cool. The trees are blocking it, but as we get closer, we'll reveal some more. Franklin Falls. Wow.
Super beautiful and really high payoff hike. The hike is so gorgeous, so
super pretty,
whimsical. I wish that we could like take the smell here, the scent in here, and like package it and give it to you because it smells so good.
And it's not just the smells either, it's the feel. Like somehow the air feels kind of dry, but it's so wet around you. It's like all of this evaporative cooling. It's like this cool walk through the forest.
Yeah.
It is just, it's magical.
Yes. It is quite busy right at the falls, as you can kind of see in the background. It is still very, very worth it. The only downside that I see to this fall is the interstate is running right up there.
Yeah, it's right up there.
So you hear a little bit of the road noise, but still I would highly recommend to do this hike.
It's worth it.
Maybe don't go on the weekends, try to do it during the week.
Yeah, for sure. So we are gonna head back to the car and then we've got another stop still.
Yeah, we have a few more waterfalls for you guys. So.
Stick around for that.
Second waterfall stop of the day is Twin Falls in Speelyi State Park. And this is a 2.5-mile hike, a little bit more elevation than the last one, but very excited for this hike. walking up to the waterfall, and I haven't seen it yet, but I can hear it. Oh, wow. This is way cooler than I thought it would be. Oh my goodness.
And it keeps going behind.
It does keep going. Holy smokes. It's like a cascading waterfall, and it has so many levels. Wow. And the water is like this deep blue, and then like almost like a smaragd green in the upper pool.
We are at the upper portion of the Twin Falls, and it is gorgeous.
It is actually way cooler than I expected because it's like multiple waterfalls, like cascading into different pools.
It's not Twin Falls, it's like triple, quadruple falls.
Yes, and we haven't even seen the lower falls yet. So there's like 2 viewpoints. You can first go to the lower falls viewpoint and then go to the upper falls viewpoint. We went first to the upper falls viewpoint just because the lower falls was a little bit crowded. But we're gonna head down there, and I don't know if it's gonna be as good.
I don't know either, but we're gonna head down there, and then from there we'll head back to the car and take you to the next stop. Lower Twin Falls. Wow. I did not think that it was going to be better than the upper portion, and it was. And the upper portion was outstanding, and the lower was just even better. You had a large rush volume over the top, and then it just kind of hits the slanted wall and just cascades down, and it goes into a deep green and blue pool that was just crystal clear water. It was absolutely gorgeous, and I would recommend doing the upper falls first because you'll enjoy it, and then you'll be even more blown away by the lower portion. So definitely do it how we did it. But we still got one more set of falls to see on this adventure today, so we'll show you what that's about.
Last hike of the day, Snoqualmie Falls. But really, if you are not in the mood for hiking anymore, you can just go to the upper viewpoint, which is a very short walk from the parking lot. It is a little bit busy, as it is expected with, you know, an easy access, amazing waterfall. But we want to see it from a different perspective, so we're taking the less than a mile trail down to the base of the waterfall, and we're pretty excited to go there because it looks very misty there, and I think we both can use a little bit of a refreshing mist shower.
So coming down to the lower portion to view the falls is pretty cool. You don't get as close as I would have liked.
Yes.
But
no missed shower here.
Yeah, no misty showers. But there's some really cool stuff you learn along the way. So they do power generation here at Snoqualmie Falls on the Snoqualmie River. And they've been doing it since 1898. And they actually expanded it in 2010, but they've done a very good job of kind of preserving the area and making sure that you can still enjoy the beautiful scenery. So
the lower viewpoint is still pretty crowded though. And I actually think that the view from the top might have been a little bit better.
I think it was a little bit better, but it's still worth it to come down here.
Yeah. But we worked up quite an appetite, so we are gonna go to a brewery and then we're gonna conclude the video over there.
It's our last stop, so this was the last hike. We have the one more stop, so we will see you guys at the brewery. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Oh yeah, cheers. It's a good beer.
Really good.
So, and we made it just in time because the pizza, the food side, closes in, well, now less than 10 minutes, but when we showed up, it was 10 minutes.
So we got us some pizza. We're really hungry because we worked up quite an appetite, but it was an amazing day full of amazing hikes.
Absolutely mind blown with how good everything was. I felt like everything just kept getting better as the day went on. And I am pretty whooped though. We did over 12 miles of hiking.
Well, over 12 miles of walking, like that's what my phone recorded, but yeah. So what was your favorite, Eric?
My favorite was the Twin Falls. It was the hardest hike for sure. And payoff, reward to effort ratio of Franklin Falls was better, but it was so good at the Twin Falls that it was my favorite.
So my favorite was Franklin Falls. I do think that the waterfalls at Twin Falls were better, but I just loved the hike to Franklin Falls. It was so whimsical. It was like the smell. I mean, I can't even put it into words, but it was just such a beautiful hike. I would go on that hike without there even being a waterfall at the end.
It was pretty amazing, no doubt about it. So I could definitely see that, but
well, you guys need to let us know what you thought was the best
what was your
part.
favorite? Yes.
So let us know in the comments. We would love to know. And this is the end of the video.
Yep,
so
that's going to do it for us today. So make sure that you hit that like, hit that subscribe, and if you really enjoyed it, the bell, and keep up to date on all the notifications.
Yep.
But
we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time. It's actually a little bit famous. It is the spot where they filmed the I messed that up. All right, redo.
Made it to the old railroad bridge, and we were really lucky on our timing because as we are...
You didn't like my head nod?
No, I started stumbling over my words. But it is pretty busy, so we are gonna take the less than a mile down to the base of the falls. I'm gonna redo that. I couldn't think of that word. So